What's up, guys? Ah, shit. I don't even know why I'm streaming. I'm just playing, honestly. I've been playing all night. Dude, I made like the top 28%, so I'm kind of proud of myself. But I do online. I don't do MUT, because MUT fucking sucks, and I can't win in MUT. I went on a 9-game win streak last night, and I got fucking snapped by a fucking Chiefs fan. Or Chiefs player. Fucking ridiculous.
Bertram, do something. You don't have to pretend to be frozen anymore.
I'm not pretending. I'm petrified.
Have a seat, Jesse.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You play good defense?
Generally.
No. You always beat the Saints?
Yep.
Miles! 180! 54! All day!
Throwing on first down is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Don't do that. I'm going to give you one pass to go back.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Throwing again. Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, Carr. Jones has it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
2nd and 5 now. Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way.
Looking for Gannon. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Carlson down to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Saints. That's why I play with them.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Oh, he bowls over it, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3 and out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series.
But it's
They're
okay.
trying to help him out here with a
You
big
missed my
stand.
9-game win streak.
This defense porous so far in this
And it
first
got
quarter.
ruined by
They
the
face
Saints.
another 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's
Damn.
over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up.
No.
This one might be over.
Stop.
Here's another interception. The 3rd of this first
I keep
quarter.
waiting on him to
Picked
make
up by
that
Tahir Whitehead. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
See, I was trying to be like, dude, I like you. So, because generally on everyone else, I just run the fucking ball.
Pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Figuring the shit out right now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
4 yards on the pickup.
It's into the first, and I'm down 28-0. No, I'm not going to concede. Freaking Madden wants to ask me if I want to concede. Like, no, I don't quit.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Double time, double time.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
What the fuck
now
is he
throwing
doing?
on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that
I
defense
refuse
right
to
there?
kick a field
Zone
goal.
was
I am
absolutely
not.
locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
To throw is Breeze.
Thank you.
This is caught by Gill.
Yes.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze.
Oh, my God. I
Nowhere
had
to escape, and he goes down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
He may try, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Oh, God.
Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here.
I
in the first
really
half.
don't like using his formation because he has a set formation. Because whenever people see Taysom Hill, oh, I'm about to say, whenever people see that Taysom Hill's in, they know I'm about to do
still
that.
the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
It always works the first time because people don't pay attention to the quarterback until I do it.
And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Oh, my family's from New Orleans.
You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Carr now on first down. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I probably shouldn't be going.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Was it a Chiefs fan I had earlier? He
27.
quit after the first drive.
So they'll come up first and 10 now.
And no one had even
33.
scored yet. I just stopped him on fourth down. He quit. I was like, dude, seriously.
Again, it's Carr. He completes it to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr will come up here with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Carr to throw again. It's complete to Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll find his running back here, Richard. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware the ball may come your way.
Now Carr escaping the pressure right.
I need them to pay attention. They have no barriers.
Hunter Renfrow there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake.
I see.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
And even
it feels
then,
like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Breeze now on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Breeze. And this is Cook with the grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I got 10 seconds.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Hey, 95-56. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Breeze now on 1st down. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, as time expires in the first half. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Breeze. And this is going to be caught. So they get 2 more on the half's final play, and they shave 8 off this deficit as we head to the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Oh, no one's... I'm not going to let...
Come on now, let's go.
So, I played some line like a week ago. I played some line a week ago. He was a doctor.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I did. I think he was already out of bounds.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the... Now the ball comes loose. And some room to maneuver.
Isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and that will get them 1 closer.
I got to play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1.
Oh, no. Oh.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. On first down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got this down to the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Yeah, I generally do. I was trying to avoid doing that for a minute because they never strip the ball. It's always face mask. Always face mask.
They come up in an offset eye. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Nice work, though.
Picked off by Von Bell. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Oh, my God.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Oh, no. There was one person I was playing, and I used the Taysom Hill package. I brought him in, and I ran with him twice. Then the next time I brought him in, he went run commit. But, like, Taysom Hill is still a quarterback, so I can throw the ball with him. I just don't do it all the time. And I ran 4 verticals and scored.
Now, as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2.
Like, it's kind of like playing with, well, it's not like playing with Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson has more plays. Like, there's like a certain formation for Taysom Hill. Like, I can put him at quarterback, like, starting. I just don't do that.
The Raider
but,
offense set to get
like
this
he's still a quarterback,
started.
so when people just play the run, like, I can still pass with him.
The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this
Is he
game
fast
off.
in the game? Or
They need the running game to come back to life.
he's
They
actually
need to get
very.
sparked
I don't know his
up.
actual speed. I think his speed's like 88 or something in Madden. In real life, he's actually pretty
6
fucking
yards was
fast.
the pickup on the last
But the problem is he's a
completion, so
quarterback, so he
here's
fumbles when he gets hit.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Yeah,
Darren
like,
Waller, the
it's
intended
like-
receiver. And that'll make it
Like
third
not
down.
all the time, but like
Now they
you know, like
face a third down
in
and
Madden,
4 after
you
that
run with the
incompletion
quarterback,
on
you're probably
second
gonna
down.
fumble.
Carr now to throw. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so
I saw
effective.
someone do a challenge
Nice
on
completion
YouTube
there.
just running
Keeps sticks moving.
Taysom Hill plays,
Now a play fake here on first down.
and I think he lost,
Steps
but
away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that
Josh
first
Jacobs
down
is
run.
really
Here's
nice.
2nd and 2.
whoa, rookie.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
Oh my God, I missed the sack. Oh my God.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 3rd and short.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
I actually tried
Room here to
to.
run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 at a Raider first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead,
I don't normally run commit. Like, I generally just call the blitz because whenever I run commit, people pass on me.
and getting pushed down it.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Carr. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear
There was,
9
I think one game I played, the guy was up by 1, and I ended up throwing an interception. And I let him score so I could get the ball back, and I was down 8. And I ran back the kick return and failed the 2-point conversion. And I was like,
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quick.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play.
Sometimes I like
Fighting
Thomas. He does shit like that.
64 yards.
Doesn't happen
Line of
enough.
scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
He got out of
And he's
bounds.
able to
He got
get
out of
this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
That's crazy.
50, plant.
Oh, shit.
Step, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Dude.
As his guys are back within a single score.
I've only blocked one field goal
Well, Charles,
before
he's already
and
proven
one
that he's
punt.
not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball
Damn,
fearlessly.
guess-
And in fact, many
I
quarterbacks
guess
will
it.
tell you running the football doesn't scare
No,
them.
not getting
Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we
I
brought
don't-
analytics into
no,
the
I'm not
game,
ranked.
and someone has said here that the data
My percentage
says
is
that when
like
a team's
28. I'm in like
expecting
top
an
28%,
onside
but I'm not
kick,
ranked.
80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
I think
Kinda
about
like when
100 now.
Coaches tell us, well, when
Or
you
close to
score on
100.
special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
Pick it, pick it, pick it.
empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and now it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Really?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Throwing again. Carr.
Y'all gotta stop missing the sacks, though.
Buying time to his left.
Y'all gotta stop
Carr
missing
can
the
beat you in a
sacks.
lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes
Who,
off.
Carr? You don't like Carr?
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw his Carr.
Oh, that's it.
Flush to his right.
I feel bad for Carr sometimes.
Now this will be Carr. Tyrell Williams. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Oh
This will
yeah.
be fielded at the 6.
Every time I play with someone with Baltimore, they always want to run
Nice
with Lamar
return
Jackson.
sets him up pretty good
You know?
here at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, like I literally most of the time, like I'll see if they'll run with Ingram, and if they don't use Ingram and they just want to run around with Jackson, I just spy them. And
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay,
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all
Yeah, he
the way
was just
down
open
inside
again.
the 35. That one good for 37 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
I'm so confused right now.
You see what he did, right?
Yeah.
And then anytime they try to be slick, they try to run to the outside. Those guys, they freaking ghost right after him. Like, it's crazy.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
They failed to do that this time.
Forced out to his... The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and then taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Yeah.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New
You didn't run
Orleans.
commit, though, but a lot of people
Jared
did.
Cook, 29 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
Yeah, like a lot of people will run commit
That's
after
good
I
on the
run it
extra
2 times, but you
point.
didn't
And
do
now things
that.
get a
bro.
bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the
Damn.
game right here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the
my
best
God.
guys ready to make that
I was hoping
play.
I was going to get you
And
while you were
let's face it,
celebrating.
It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all. Now look at this. They get the turnover they
Thank
needed.
you,
It's
Lattimore.
intercepted. Picked off by
Go,
Marshawn
Lattimore.
And
Go,
he will take
Lattimore.
this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I know, bro. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad whether I win or lose.
Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw.
I only got 4
But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Good game, dude.
Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
Is this open? The quarterback, so like I thought that was more open.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 42-yard line.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check, 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 check. Okay.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Play fake, Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I let him score.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Kamara. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, team.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
He's fast.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Kamara.
Get out of my fucking way. God damn.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Kamara looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ready. 18 Gator. That's right, baby.
He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
They come out here in the eye. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. A run. It's Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. CD with that incompletion. Let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest four. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the #1 game because the #1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the #1 seed. I think the #2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the #1 team in the NFC West. And the Rams have to have it if they have any designs of making the playoffs. The #3 game, Baltimore-Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence, that big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas. But Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over the last 8 weeks. And then you finish up Kansas City, New England. How is that the #4 game?
I know.
Hard to believe, but it is in this day, in this instance.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half #1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This is going to be caught.
How is
he
he
won the fight
catching
for
that?
the
Come on.
football. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm not.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try to get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
It's caught. Smith. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, most of it I was just pissed off at myself.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
I do it works.
from the 29. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ready. Ready. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Watch safety three. Watch safety three.
From midfield, here's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Breeze going to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Yes.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on second down. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing, Brissett. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. They'll run on first down. Hines, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Brissett to throw on first. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one. On
second down, Brissett again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Brissett from the gun on third. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brissett now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
GG.
And remember, I know, I'll pretend I'm on ground. It means I'm getting A-. And I'll take Jorge.
I don't know how I'm gonna handle this. Once fucking Cameron Jordan has his fucking superstar, you can't stop. The other guy's getting his regardless.
If we were playing soccer, I would have picked Brittany.
I can't go on with fucking losing. And I was pissed off myself.
If it makes you feel any better, she doesn't even like crab legs. 2 months! Unlimited. Babe, are you sure you're okay? You don't want to go with her? No, I don't want to leave school and book her, Nia. And Auntie with you. You're like a second mom to me. Aw, thank you, Levi. Hey, do you think your first mom could overnight me some little crab legs? You okay, Auntie Red? I feel like you're hiding something behind all the crab leg talk. Oh, no, I'm fine. I mean, I'm going to miss your mom, but I can handle it. Well, that's good to hear, because she really couldn't have left out a worse time for you. You know, starting your own business, trying to hire an assistant, driving Scoot, nothing I can't handle. And now you're taking over my mom's responsibilities. Doing the laundry, cleaning the apartment, what are you doing? Making all
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready. 5-8.
From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. Gets through, and now an opening. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far? A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Brees on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Falcons grab it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You ready? 45. Tighten up.
Breeze a quick throw out to Thomas. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 2 yards of the touchdown there, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Breeze. And And this one's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Breeze going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarter, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
So much.
I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Breeze now. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run is going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Pistons.
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Allen Bailey in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
There's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
Ready, 95-56. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Ready, yellow lady, yellow lady.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He finds an opening past the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, it's Freeman, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Complete to Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it appears so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Breeze now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan.
Oh my God! Why won't you react to the fucking ball?
Down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Fucking stupid.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Punching it in from a yard away. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's so wonderful. Too much of that. Too much of that.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Thomas the intended target. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking in zone for Joe. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
Here we go. 60 out more.
You can't block me.
Coaching, spell. Get it.
Throwing now, Hodges on first down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. running with Kamara. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We can go ahead and take off the
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things yet. The interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Complete to Washington. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now it's Hodges. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Hodges now. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
On the ready.
On 1st down, here's Hodges. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They come out here in the I. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those the Bengals. And they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it. No. They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell.
Oh, man.
And that makes it 14-10.
Next is the score, Steelers 14, Saints 10. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Breeze. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. As the first half is winding down. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Hodges. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before break. Hodges, he's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Breeze going to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas.
Jesus Christ.
Time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Ready, 5-8. Kill.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Switch up, switch up.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
That was not the second throw. Dude, what the hell?
This is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Thomas the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go, here we go. Black 20. 54 black. Down to lose 1. Black and 3.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
230.
I'm going back to you.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. A touchdown is paramount here on 1st and goal, but got to be careful. Don't want to leave too much time on the clock for Drew Brees. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And for the 3rd straight play, he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Boswell's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I'm right there with me.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the ground, Kamara.
Thank you.
And he's got room. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And a cut to the touchdown. New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 69 yards. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
I need that. That's a W. I need it. That's a fucking W I needed.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete as well.
Oh, my God.
A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Hey, 95-56.
Breeze, a quick throw out to Thomas. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 44, Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
61.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Breeze now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking deep for Gabriel. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there out of Kamara, given 42 yards on the ground. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
Ready, young lady, young lady. I got it. Check it back. Hey, kill, tonight.
On second down, Kamara. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56.
Brings up 3rd and
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he won't have... Touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They come out here in the I.
You got tight right there. Switch. Hey, kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Play action. It's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shot. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20.
Can't rely on Trubisky for shit, I'll tell you.
Yard line.
You ready? We got 21, 21.
Toss play, Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be...
He left, bro. That's all I'm doing today. Top 26.1% in the rankings, so not terrible. No one's watching anyway, so I'm just not doing this shit.